Oh, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is my travel plans. Okay. We have made it this far. We are at Wapiti Campground, right on the Shoshone River. It's beautiful. It's awesome. We're in western Wyoming, about to enter Yellowstone National Park. Here is my travel plans for this video. Alright. We have 150 miles, which would take 4 hours if there was no traffic and I didn't stop anywhere. Now, if you look on the map, you can see all these pins right here. Unfortunately, I'm not doing any of that. This is Teton, and that's everything between Yellowstone Lake and Teton. And then all the stuff over here by Old Faithful, which I have seen already before. Here's the problem. There's absolutely nowhere in Yellowstone National Park or Teton where I can spend the night. Every single campground is booked out a whole month, essentially. I did not plan this out months in advance and have a strict schedule I needed to follow. That's just not how I travel. Should I have? Maybe. Even if they weren't booked out, I was looking at the prices for stuff. For a primitive campground, kind of like the one I'm staying in right now, which is National Forest, but for a vault toilet and no hookups or amenities at all, they're like 51 something a night in Yellowstone. And then for something more substantial with hookups, like here's a bougie RV park, kind of, sort of, right here, like Fishing Bridge RV park. It's like $107 a night before tax. So now what I do here is I go over here to Onyx. Okay. All these little yellow lines that you see here, these are roads within National Forest where dispersed camping is allowed. So I am like somewhere around here, right there, Wapiti. If I were to drive into Yellowstone, go around the lake, all the way down here to Teton, then over Highway 26 to the nearest area that I could disperse camp, which is over here by like this Hatchet campground and stuff. It's like a 5-hour drive if I didn't stop and do anything, just to get to that from here, because it's all through the mountains, speed limit's low, you know, it's kind of a take your time sort of route. Now if you look at Teton, come over here to Jackson Lake, you see this road right here. You click on that and it gives you a little description. It says this road takes you to a primitive campground. Oh, really? So I went back to regular maps and I looked at that, clicked on it, went to the website, found it. There it is, right? You have to buy a backcountry permit months in advance. So, and I think I probably could take my van on that, but basically there's nowhere for me to stay within Yellowstone National Park or Grand Teton. So I can take all the time I want in the world to tour these places and see things and film it and enjoy it, but once the sun goes down, what am I gonna do? I can either drive like an hour and a half back from wherever I am over here to this, which is called 3 Mile Campground, which is outside of the park boundary and is another National Forest campground like I'm staying in now. Or I'm going to do what I have planned out here. Now, this little extra bit right here going down to Grant Village, that's because a friend of mine works there and I want to visit them. So, and that adds another like 50, 60 miles to the trip, but you know, I'm this close, I might as well. So we're going to come into Yellowstone and we're going to go up this way, see all these things pinned on the map. I'm going to end up in Mammoth, where a viewer of my channel who is a ranger there, we're going to visit them because they'd like to meet me. Then we're going to enter Montana. I'm going to come up here to Gardner, and we're going to come up potentially here. This is, I'll go to 3D here. This is kind of the area that I've selected for somewhere to disperse camp for free. You can see very obvious people have like hung out over here. And these are clearings, little areas where I could camp. So I've pinned that, and again I used Onyx to find that for me, so just to give you an example of how that works. So we go all the way up here to Gardner, right? Then we come up here, up this road. Okay, this is Eagle Creek Road, National Forest land. And this is part of the Custer-Gallatin National Forest. Now if you look at this road, this is probably gravel. Yep, that's definitely gravel. So that's the primary forest road. But once you get over here, the turnoff, it's all dirt. It's like a 2-track basically. If I get to this road and determine it's a little too rough for my van, my other options are just camp right there. You see a little car. Or continue up this road. And I have it on 3D so you can kind of tell what's flat and what isn't, you know. So you can get an idea, like, okay, I see this clearing, but you go to 3D mode and you see it's like super hilly or not going to be level at all. Also, looking at the weather, my YouTube weather guy says that Saturday, today's Thursday, I'm going to get some severe weather in this area. It's going to get a little wild. So I don't want to be up here on these dirt roads if it's going to be storming. So backup plans include, we've got Eagle Creek Campground right here, which, you know, they're just like tent spots, but this is somewhere I could park my van. And then if you go up Highway 89 a little bit further north, we have this one. It's called Pine Creek Campground. I've stayed here before. I really enjoyed it. I saw a bear. It was pretty cool. So that's how I kind of plan stuff out, you know. I got kind of got a little roadblock, little speed bump here with the whole fact that I can't stay anywhere in Yellowstone or Teton. It's all booked out all summer. And a lot of that is because they allow you to reserve stuff online months in advance. So people are sitting at home planning out their whole summers and booking all this stuff. So just to be rolling through, nothing's like first come, first serve. It's all like you got to reserve it in advance online. Also, there are some campgrounds in Yellowstone that aren't even open. Grant Village, for example, is closed. For some reason. Tried to book it already. Come up here to where is it at? There's one up here. Indian Creek, closed. Can't book it. So, you know, that's the plan, and that's what we're doing in this video. It's going to be some pretty awesome scenery. I mean, this is all very mountainous, very beautiful. Once we get into the park and we get to the lake, we'll stop at this overlook right here. And we will get a good view of this giant lake. This is like the heart of the caldera. No drones allowed in the park, obviously. Now, from my campground here into the park, this drive is just epic. I remember it vividly being just breathtakingly beautiful. And all of this up here, I have not seen yet. But looking at the terrain, it should be pretty good. I mean, we've got waterfalls, we got just beautiful, beautiful scenery like this. So, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm not totally disappointed that I can't spend like 3 or 4 days in Yellowstone. It's just going to be a one very long day drive through. But I think it's going to be a good time nonetheless. Alright, we are in Yellowstone. Not sure when the GoPro died, but hopefully it captured that initial drive in from the gate because that was insanely cool. Kind of reminded me of Glacier. And this is that lake overlook that we looked at on the map. Here it is. Look at this insane view right here. That is Yellowstone Lake. It is massive. Oh, I'm making friends again because of the snakes. A lady has cobras and wants to show me pictures of them after I'm done filming here. It's a great conversation starter having snakes on your van. Look at that view. I have a half a tank of gas. Alright, I gotta look at some snake pictures and then I'm going to throw the GoPro back on the roof and we'll be moving on. I ended up spending about 20 minutes here. I have a new friend. Her name is Marina. She's Russian. And she has snakes, a cat, a gecko, and a parakeet. So, and she moved from Virginia to LA and then to San Diego. But she's Russian. She even showed me a picture of her snake with a little babushka on it. So, that was cool. But yeah, I need to, it's like almost noon already and we're just getting started here, so. We have a bison and a geothermal feature. Only in Yellowstone. Alright, we're gonna go look at some rapids. It's called like Le Hardy Rapids or something. No fishing. The air is just really crisp and fresh here. Occasionally you get that sulfur methane kind of, you know, geothermal smell. Not right here though. It's nice and cool too. It's probably, I don't know, 50 degrees. Feels nice. Not bad for June. I think our next stop is a whole big geothermal area with a bunch of like mud pots and springs and stuff. No response from my people, so I did decide to just head north. It's gonna be a long day, so, and I'm, gotta conserve my fuel. Oh yeah, these are some rapids for sure. Wow. Imagine trying to raft on that. Moving on. Yep, it stinks here. This is called Mud Volcano. Oh wow. You know that 4th of July smell? That's what this is. Look at that thing. You know those videos on YouTube that have like a billion views that are like, when's it gonna erupt? Probably no smoking because the air is like methane gas, you know? Remember how the sign said no pets? Wow. Yeah, this is new to me. So I'm exploring a new part of Yellowstone that I haven't seen yet. Alright, this one's called Dragon's Mouth Spring. Oh wow. Check this out. Look at all that steam. Pretty good.
Mom, maybe it's because it's kind of like the dragons, so it's called Dragon's Mouth.
You can hear like gas escaping out of these little holes in the ground. Yellowstone is so cool. God, it stinks so bad here. This is like the earth's farts. Over here across the parking lot, got another little... Oh wow, look at that. It's just boiling. Little steam vent there in the side. Got a little children's croc right there. Pretty cool. Alright, let's move on, see what else we can find. Alright, this is called Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. This is the North Rim, and I think there's waterfalls up here. I can tell already this is about to be a really epic view. Barely got a parking spot. It's pretty popular here. Holy crap, look at that. Wow. What a view. I'll try to move down a ways so I can see this waterfall here for you. Wow. Look at that. So that's the best waterfall I've filmed so far this year. Wow. Let's see if there's more views I can get further down. You don't get this kind of stuff if you do the west side of the park. This is insane. Cool trail. I just felt a raindrop. A couple of them. Not sure if I'll be able to get any more dramatic views. There's one right there, but it says closed. Everyone else on this trail has like packs and bear spray and water. I have nothing at all. I have a cell phone. Well, this trail has led me to another parking area. Super congested.
Questa mi sa che è quella che c'è, non so se questa o l'altra che c'è sul
Wow. Look at that stuff, man. All right, we're gonna head back to the van, keep on going. That was the coolest thing I've seen for a while. I just stopped to change my GoPro battery. We're pretty much on a mountaintop here. And right up the road, everybody was stopped on the side of the road looking at something. There must have been a bear, I would assume. Kind of holding up traffic, but look at that view. We're on a mountain. Alright, these poor cats are getting pretty sick of driving. This area is called Tower Fall, and I believe this will be our last stop before Mammoth. So we're getting there. I'm halfway through my 4th GoPro battery. It's gonna take me a long time to edit this one. Wow.
Thank you very much.
And that one sounded like a freight train. Wow. This place is beautiful. Beautiful views all day long. The weather is perfect too. It's 3 o'clock. Thinking I might go for that campground actually and stay a couple nights. We've been moving around a lot. I want to give these cats a break. Well, I stopped in the store just to see. 15 bucks for a hot dog. Well, I almost wrecked my van coming down this steep hill, and all of a sudden traffic's just stopped. I don't know what we're all staring at, but there's like a freaking bear or something. Squirrel, I don't know, but this is dangerous. These people need to freaking not stop in the middle of the road. Speed limit's 45 on this road as well. That was insane. That's a bear. Just a black bear out there doing bear stuff, causing traffic jams. There must be another one up here, because everyone has stopped yet again. Yep, there it is. Another black bear. This guy's like hanging out of his car to get a shot of it. See if I can zoom in for you guys. We got bears, Theodore. He sees it. I've been sitting here for over 15 minutes. We are entering Montana right now. State line. There's no sign, but we're in Montana. I'll explain in a minute. All right. That's the Yellowstone Arch. We are in Gardner, Montana. I was gonna go to Hot Springs, but that last 25 miles was like the longest 25 miles of my friggin' life. The traffic was so bad, and there was construction. I sat at a one-lane road stoplight for about 20 minutes, and then by the time I finally got to the intersection of Grand Loop Road and Highway 89, I could not even turn left to go to Hot Springs, or Mammoth Hot Springs. I waited and waited and could not get an opening in traffic, so I gave up and took a right out of the park. And leaving the park right here is it's like a 10% grade hairpin turns the whole way, and even on tow haul mode I ended up overheating my brakes. Had this Tesla on my kissing my trailer hitch the whole time, and yeah, so cats are stressed out. I am going to head to that campground, that Elk Creek or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna pay for a couple nights there. So, but we're in Montana. Yep, Montana. I love Montana. It's so beautiful here. I'm gonna head up Highway 89 north for a ways till we get there. It's gonna be kind of 2/3 of the way between here and Livingston, I think, is where that campground is. Gardner, Montana. It's quite the there's a lot going on here. Super kind of tourist spot, you know. It's another hour to that campground. It's says 56 minutes on Google here, but that's okay. Kind of excited to be in Montana. There's the Yellowstone River down there. Look at that. Scenery is still epic. I have way too much driving footage for this video. Well, I'm here at the campground. I'm walking around scoping the place out. All the sites say open until tomorrow's date. So I'm starting to think that I can't stay here all weekend, which is unfortunate. I was planning on spending at least 2 nights here because my poor cats are really stressed out. We've been moving around a lot. This campground, by the way, it's like really hard to get to. It's the road coming up here is pretty extreme. I wouldn't expect any like actual RVs to come here ever. This guy here is kind of in the same boat as me, trying to find somewhere. So it is recreation.gov, and everything's first come, first serve, except for like a few sites, oddly. And then for Friday and Saturday night, they're all reserved, except for the day use area and then this one spot that I already looked at, which is too small for my van. Weird. I don't know. And then it seems like beyond this week, it's all reservation only. So I don't know. It's like we're at the start of a new season or something here at this place. But unfortunately, I am screwed for this weekend. So what I'm going to have to do is get back on maps and find some national forest in the area. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. I mean, this is a nice spot. I stayed here on a road trip for one night. It was really cold. It was like the very end of August. Looks like we got some birch right there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. There is no national forest around here that's accessible by a vehicle. There is a trail that goes to a waterfall, which I do intend on hiking to in the morning. Look at that view from the campground. You know, those would be kind of perfect for my wood stove. I might take those, cut them up. Yellowstone is amazing. It's also huge. Like, trying to drive from one end to the other in one day it's too much, you know? Ideally, it'd be great to spend like 4 days minimum exploring Yellowstone. Or make it a whole week, go down to Teton, you know? And that's kind of what I originally had intended on doing, but I just could not. It was just too much driving to get somewhere where I could spend the night, you know? Again, every campground in that place was booked out at least a month. And it's also very, very expensive. But Yellowstone there's so much to see there. That was my second time going through Yellowstone, and the first time was also just a 1-day deal. But it is an incredible, amazing place, you know. There's just all the geothermal features. There's also just amazing scenery, mountain scenery and waterfalls and rivers and rapids and wildlife. There's bears. But you know, you can only do so much at once, you know. I'm sure I'll be through there again, you know, and I intend to. But for now, I kind of actually, on this summer trip, I have kind of a mission. I'm trying to get up to visit my family in Canada and meet my niece, who's 2.5 years old now, and I haven't even met her yet. So I kind of have an agenda, like a destination, but I'm kind of seeing everything I want to see on the way up there. And what we saw today at Yellowstone is as good, or even maybe not as good as the stuff we're going to see up in Canada. And yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you as well. But now I'm in Montana, and it's all just going to be epic mountain views from here on out. Maybe not in the next video, actually. Unfortunately, I can only spend one night here. There is a camp host. He kind of rolled up on me immediately in a golf cart. This very nice Brit who spends his winters in Moab and summers up here where it's nice and cool and good scenery. But the place is booked up, reserved all weekend. So in the next video, I am going to drive up to Livingston or Bozeman. I haven't decided yet. Do a little bit of shopping. I don't need much, but I do want to grab a few things since I'm driving through an actual towns, cities, you know. And then my next destination for camping is going to be that Missouri Headwaters State Park, which I did just check their website. It is all first come, first serve there. So I'm hoping if I get there early enough, because tomorrow is a Friday, I'll be able to snag a spot. And if I like it enough, then I will spend at least 2 nights there just to give these poor cats a break. They love it here, though. The cats are really enjoying this spot. And so am I. The next video is going to start out with, there's a hike to a waterfall right off this campground. It's like a 1.5 mile hike one way to a kind of remote waterfall. There's also a stream over here that the campground host said it's pretty good trout fishing. So, but I think I've filmed enough for this video. I have like probably 5 or 6 hours of GoPro footage I need to comb through and piece together for YouTube, and then eventually I will put the entire 4K Scenic Drive through Yellowstone on my Ride with Meow driving footage channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a kind of a little bit of a stressful day toward the end there, just from all the traffic, but the views and the sights and everything were pretty amazing. So, and you know, I had a good time, and I hope you did too. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for the next one. We are exploring Montana for the next several videos, and then Canada. See you later. What are you stalking, son? What's in the grass? What is that? What's in the grass? Chipmunk or something? Or sister? Did she wander off again? Oh, she may have. Oh, she's right there. What are you stalking? There's something in this grass these cats are obsessed with. I kind of checked to make sure it ain't a snake or something.